Well, checking in on a Saturday morning from sunny La Jolla, Southern California, down near San Diego. I'm here for a few days with the family. We are checking out some college campuses here in the San Diego area with my daughters. My oldest daughter will be transitioning out this August and waiting for acceptances or to decide which school she's going to be attending. Our other daughter is 2 years behind. So we're just getting a lay of the land, just looking at the campuses. It's amazing, obviously, how far things have come since I was in college many years ago. The curriculums, all that kind of stuff. Like it or not, and there are some problems, but it's part of the maturing process. So, but it's scary at the same time, because if you are a parent, again, leave your comments below. If you're a parent of a young child or high school age child or college age son or daughter or even grandchild, it's a scary time, right, to be raising kids. And you got to wonder whether or not that's why the birth rate in the country has dropped so much. A lot of it has to do with economics, because young couples can't afford, or they believe they can't afford, to raise a family now, which is sad. But you also have to believe that many of them just see all the uncertainty and the world that we're living in right now, with so much strife and so much divisiveness. They just say, forget it, it's not for me, which is also very sad. But anyway, so we are, that's what we're doing here for a few days. But I wanted to touch base, say hello. Didn't get a video up yesterday. Markets finished flat. The cryptocurrencies finished flat. Market eked out a gain yesterday. It's been a tough few weeks for the stock market. If you guys are stock market people, what do you think? What do you see coming? But I was looking at several articles in the last few days regarding how much of this anger is popping up around the country as it relates to the Tesla, and it relates to the people protesting Elon Musk and what Doge is doing. And I think it's obviously unfortunate. Elon came out yesterday, I believe, made a comment. Whether you support the guy, support Doge or not the purpose of the video. He came out yesterday, made a comment, I believe, on X, and said, look, even if you don't, don't like our product, you don't have to buy it, but you don't have to destroy it. As you know, we've been seeing, dealerships, get burned down, cars getting burned. I saw a post yesterday on YouTube. There was an older guy in his 60s or 70s, I think up in San Jose, California, and got out of his car, had a USA t-shirt on, older guy, and of course didn't think anybody was around, and he was being filmed by somebody, okay, and he gets out of his car, he looks around, thinks he's alone, pulls out his key, and there was a Tesla vehicle next to him, and he went down the whole side of the vehicle and just keyed the you-know-what out of the car. Anyway, then this guy who was filming him approached him and said, why would you do that, sir? And the guy denied it. Then he was shown the video and, of course, blew it off, got in his car and left. I understand that what happened then is that the police tracked him down. They had his license plate. They arrested this guy, probably in his 70s, for felony vandalism. So whatever hatred this guy had, in his heart, in his mind, whatever it was, real or imagined, he's now facing felony charges. But the purpose, then the point is, we're at a crossroads in this country where, and I sure hope that things do not get worse, but we have a big fraction of or a faction of the country that is obviously displeased with what's going on, and believes they have to lash out. For one, we are a country in massive debt. So anybody that believes that it's a bad thing, to make some cuts to, let's say, fraudulent, wasteful, or unnecessary, or all the above spending, right? Checks going out to people that are dead, checks going out to people that are supposedly 185 years old, checks going out to programs across the world that we don't even know what the heck it's for. And those are dollars, those are taxpayer dollars that, you guys, me included, excuse me, we work hard and we pay our taxes. And so, there needs to be some accountability, okay? Whether you're a fan of the current administration or not, there has to be some accountability and some fiscal responsibility. We talk about it in terms of a personal level all the time, how consumers are on the same destructive path, right? Toxic spending, toxic debt. It's the same thing at the government level, okay? So again, I know I'm probably preaching to the choir here, but it's sad to see that it's being lashed out at in this way. I saw something else posted, I think an article on Zero Hedge, that there's some groups that are funded, obviously, that are putting out social media postings and flyers this weekend for these, what they call take down Tesla events, where they're supposedly going to be organizing at various Tesla dealerships across the country. I would say that the intent is not to be peaceful and benign. I hope that's wrong. But we saw what happened in Las Vegas just a few days ago with the Tesla vehicles in the dealership being torched and set on fire. So anyway, it's crazy. It's crazy times to be raising a family, crazy times to be watching what's unfolding. And we talked about this. I did shows on this where I said, even pre-election, if this happens, here are some, potential outcomes. And you had a lot of people out talking about it. Then once the election results were in, pre-inauguration, we said it's not going to be, an easy road. And then, of course, after the inauguration, the new administration, things are, bumpy right now. The administration came out all from the top down, came out and said in the last couple of weeks, we are not here to put a stock market put. Right? We are not here to bolster the stock market. We are here to make changes. And so if there's volatility in the markets for some period of time while we tear it down and rebuild it, so to speak, then so be it. And you've seen that play out. For either that are in the stock markets only long, you've probably paid the price in the last few weeks. And other markets as well. Cryptocurrencies have sold off. Gold and silver, of course, have been doing pretty darn well because of the uncertainty, and because of the uncertainty that many, many other countries are also feeling, and so they're flocking to gold because let's say the tariff situation, how that's going to play out. It's not just going to affect the citizens of this country, the United States, but it's also, and consumers, but it's also going to have impact around the world. The impact is yet to be fully understood. All right, that's where everything is in no man's land right now. Right, we're in like a major holding pattern to see how this is all going to unfold, and you're seeing that with the markets, stock market. You're seeing that with the cryptocurrency market. I guess to some extent even the bond market, because I haven't seen any wild swings in the bond market. So a lot of uncertainty, a lot of divisiveness continues. I hope it gets better, but folks, do not plan for it to get better. Plan for it to get worse. Plan for especially the people that may be on the, let's say, receiving end of a job cut, or the receiving end of having funding pulled by a cut through Doge or otherwise. They are not going to want to go quietly into the night. Okay, so I think we all understand this. I'm probably, again, preaching to the choir here. I don't want to go too long today. It was more of just to touch base, say hello, a little bit of a rant, but as I sit back and having breakfast a little while ago and just looking at my family and saying, as the provider for the family, excuse me, I just hit my microphone, as the provider and the protector, right? These are things that run through my mind all the time. I will say this, my phone at the office has not been ringing as much, okay? I'm seeing at a atypical, meaning not typical time of year for a slowdown in the law business, I'm seeing a bit of a slowdown, and I'm hearing from colleagues that's the same. Other attorneys that do what I do, and also realtors in the commercial real estate space. They're reporting that things are really, really slowing down. So, how do you plan for all this, right? Well, every one of us, doesn't matter what your economic level is, your income level, you've got to have some supplies, if you will. You've got to have some resources set aside. You've got to have a savings account. You've got to have, whatever it is, 3, 6 months, 9 months, a year, of your bills put away or accessible in liquid, so that if things get, let's say, worse than you even think, unimaginably worse, that you can still put food on the table for your family, you can still make that mortgage payment, the car payment, whatever you have. It's another reason why, again, we all need to try to be minimizing and paying off debt, not taking on new debt. Minimize those monthly expenses. So if there is a real bumpy patch, or a period of time where, let's say, you lose a job, obviously I work for myself, but many people are confronted with obviously losing a job, and then what do they have to fall back on? Okay, so a lot of stuff just going on. We're all paying attention to it. Appreciate you guys watching the show, supporting the channel, subscribing for me, and I will touch base here in a couple days. But some of this is very sad to see, especially as a head of household, parent, raising kids. It just kind of has been driving the point home lately, I guess, even more. So love to get your thoughts, hear your comments. Give me, let me know what what your situation is, and what you're thinking. But everyone out there, regardless of what side you're on, stay peaceful. Don't engage in this crap with this nonsense, protests and stuff. Just chill out, chill out. Everybody will be fine. I know I don't like that word, chill out. I don't like people telling me to take it easy. I'm not that kind of guy, but I think it's a time we need to all kind of hear that and take a deep breath. All right. Leave it there today. Thanks again. Talk to you all soon. Bye.